Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is about disorganization. So, the disorganization I want to tell you about is a story about I'm gonna get the camera a little closer. This light is like killing me. I'm gonna get me a better phone. All right, so um this video is about disorganization. We're going to talk about the cabinet and its clutter. So, it's this particular person I know. I remember at one point in time in that old apartment, I used to always come over, and I noticed that every time I would come over, and I would go in the cabinet. Oh, look at my damn face! Oh goodness. Um, I would come over to the cabinet and be looking for certain things, and it's everything just don't any kind of way. And for me, when you got clutter, it's hard to make space for new stuff. It's hard to even take from a space. So when I see people who hoard and have clutter, that to me is already a sign that there's some disorganization going on in your reality and in your mind in the first place. And because it's going on in your mind, it's creating a reality of disorganization. So um, I couldn't find anything in that cabinet. And that person couldn't never seem to get around to organizing that cabinet, right? And it was when I would go in there and pull everything out so I can do the organizing, I would see multiples of the same thing like over and over and over. It was like that even in their pantry. Um, and they had a lot of storage. That's the crazy thing. But the way that they stored things, it made it look like it wasn't a lot. And to me, all that say that it is time for that person to unload. So that's what I'm saying to you. It is time to unload. You gotta share, you gotta communicate. Um, some may need that food, you know, that you are hoarding in your cabinet. You got all this store goods and services in your cabinet, but you're storing it. You're storing all that food away, and there's people who are hungry. There's people who's famished, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. And this is even for myself. So that's why I'm making these videos, because we all have some knowledge to give to one another. And we can do that by opening up and using things that are bad for the good, like the internet. It's what we're doing now. This is good. This is good, and God is here in this moment. Um, how do you cope? How do you find the words to say it? Are you safe? What is safe to you? Clutter surrounded by negative emotion and thoughts. That is what clutter is. You know, you got to acknowledge the clutter. You got to be honest with yourself first. And then you'll be able to organize and express freely and openly. And you'll be calm, clear, and concise when you do decide to even have anything to share. Um, I would clean and declutter only to return and see dysfunction again. Some people function in dysfunction. It's safe for them. And I'm a prime example because I was born in dysfunction. So it was like a norm for me. But deep inside, I always knew that it wasn't right. It wasn't healthy, because some of that dysfunction carried on into my adult life. So it's like the same time that it took to learn some things, it's the same time you have to spend to unlearn things. And I was that type of friend who I couldn't spend the night if I didn't clean up at your house. Like if your room was dirty, you want me to stay the night, I gotta clean up. Um, things had to make sense to me. You know, it didn't make sense to me the clutter that people I know that were in my life at one point that That's what that meant for them. Like, it was normal. And I'm not saying people who like, oh goodness, my phone had stopped. I'm not saying people who, I'm sorry, I was getting a call and I thought that it was stopping the video completely. I'm sorry. That just took my mind off for a second. Um, I don't know what I just said for a second, but I'm gonna keep reading. The truth is that they were comfortable and I wasn't comfortable. I had organized my clutter, the things that were hidden. My clutter was kept in a compartment, right? And my clutter started to spill out when it could no longer hold, you know. So now I have no clutter. Now I am free. Now I can make sense of the things in my life. And I'm more of aware when I don't like something, when something is okay. Or when um I'm more aware, I'm able to say no. I'm able to say yes if need be. You know, the cabinet that we store our goods and services in, are we storing it for selfish gain, or are we storing it with the idea of sharing? Because there's many people who are famished. There are many people who need nourishment. There are many people withering away. They need food. I said food. They need food and they need water. And I'm not talking about the physical food and water. I'm not just talking about the word alone. They need action. They need affection. And that's what we're here for. So, beautiful souls, once again, I'm going to end this video. Until next time, let me help you, and together we can help one another. Catch you on the next video, loves.